Salutations, Dufos. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming at you with another special presentation. I am rolling along, interviewing and having conversations with people that inspire me, that I know, that follow me, that uplift me, and I uplift them. So, without further ado, I have a special treat for you. Many of you know him. Many of you love him because he's a very lovable person, very open person, very giving person, very nice person, very beautiful person. And today we're going to be able to see that beauty through this lens and appreciate it even more. So without further ado, say hi. This is Mr. Judas King.
What's up, y'all?
Did I do it justice?
Yeah, you did good.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm gonna be honest. I woke up maybe 20 minutes ago.
I know, because there is like this whole time difference. I'm on the East Coast, you're on the West Coast. I have a lot of people that I want to interview, and they're like, "Bitch, I can't get up this early." Like, and that's the thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to make later times because everybody is like, everybody's on the West Coast. I'm the only bitch over here in the cold.
Yeah, for real.
For real. So anyway, I started it. Tell us where you're from.
I live in LA right now, but I'm originally from Northern California, from a little town called Paradise.
Oh, you are not from Paradise, California. Are you serious?
I'm from Paradise, California.
Oh my God, we always see that in movies.
Yeah, it's in movies, and it burnt down in a year ago?
Oh no,
in 2019.
The whole thing?
Like half of the town burned down. Yeah, I don't know.
Is your family still there?
No, thankfully, like I have sisters who were in the town over, so they got evacuated too, obviously, because the fire got so big. But we just had like properties, and we had our old house there, and just everything. Like my whole childhood just burned down. Like the church I grew up in, like the McDonald's I went to, like it was crazy. It was really sad, and it was scary because like I did have friends still out there, and when it was happening, like they were sending me videos and they were sending me shit, and it was just crazy. It was a crazy day.
Oh my God. Are they going to rebuild it? I know that they can't rebuild the memories, but are they going to try to rebuild?
I think they're trying to rebuild.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to rebuild, but no one wants to live there anymore.
Exactly, because it can happen again.
Yeah, and the thing is, like that was normal for us. We had fire season because the forest needs to replenish itself.
Yeah.
This was from a PG&E generator that exploded. Yeah,
so this wasn't even natural.
It wasn't even natural, and the sparks flew over the canyon that separates us from the other side, and it jumped the canyon, and half the town was on fire before we could evacuate.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't know how I would feel if Philadelphia burnt down and I'm somewhere else, and I'm like, oh, my childhood, I walked those streets. Oh my God, oh wow. So now you're in LA.
Yes.
How long have you lived in LA?
It's only felt like a year and a half because of COVID. I moved here 2 years ago.
Okay.
And like as soon I lived here a year, and then COVID started. So I moved back with my family, and then I came back and we were quarantined. So it didn't feel like I was living here.
Wow. And LA was really bad during COVID. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was ground zero. That was where it was like really, really, really the worst. And it's just because it was warm weather and
no one was listening.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to say it, but
no one was listening.
You guys, did you listen? Did you wear your mask and stuff?
Oh yeah, because and I had to, especially if I wanted to get back into work and shit. I had to get vaccinated. I had to wear a mask, and I'm already a homebody as it is, so I don't leave my house to begin with. So yeah, like if we had friends over, it was just like a small gathering or whatever, but they always came over here.
You know what I love?
Moderated.
You know what I love? You know what I love? I didn't even have to ask you to show up with no shirt. Because on my page on Instagram, I'm always flashing you guys and you got no shirts on, but you came ready, like, oh, I know I'm collecting this way. She gonna want to say. So before we got started, I was and I was like, hey, I'm about to start your interview. And you were like, yeah, I gotta go put on some underwear. What kind of underwear are you wearing?
I'm wearing a thong. I just got them. Do you want me to show you?
Yes.
I'm wearing a thong.
Oh, wow.
It's from Coyote.
Beautiful. Yes, I had to get you, look, honey. I had to get
Of course, of
no,
course.
because on social media, this, I love it because it's a great segue. Like, what do you do for a living? Tell us. Tell us.
So I am a I'm a porn star.
Yes,
And
we love it.
and yes, period. And I'm a go-go, like I go-go dance strip type
Yes.
things.
Yeah,
And
and
it's like
I'm tired.
whatever
We see
way.
you all the time at that club. You just put a
Right.
video up, like the video was crazy. Everybody was commenting like crazy. You're down on all fours and you're doing like the glute pop, and everybody's looking like. Even I was like, oh my god! And you know what the crazy?
You say what?
I said, you know what the crazy thing was? Instagram let it stay.
Right. Okay. And that's the gag though. They tried to take it down, and
Oh.
I appealed it, and they said, "Oh, our bad. We'll put it back up."
Oh my god!
So I was like, yes, because they
Yeah.
almost took it down. I was about to be so mad. But like the only thing about that video I don't like is the audio's off. I don't know why that, like, or not off, but the audio's like the audio's too much. There's too much bass in it, so it sounds like staticky.
Oh, okay. Well, you
But
know you can mute it. You know you can mute your video and find the actual audio in the YouTube Reels database and actually just put the song in there, what part you want, and it can play over time. Yeah, that's just creator to creator. Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to actually use the club's audio. What you do is you mute it and then go into the database, put the video in the reel, and then find the actual song.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's what I did. Like that wasn't even the song I was playing in the club. I put that song over it.
Yeah.
The thing was like I just didn't want to get the video taken down for copyright issues. So I kind of played with it a little bit, but I think I put the bass up too high.
Oh, but see, when you go through the Instagram database and Reels, they already paid for the licenses. So you can use all that music. Like I've been using Diana Ross and all of that stuff, but it's inside Instagram.
Okay, well, that's good to know for next time then.
Shit. Yeah. So tell us, since we're talking about your occupation, how long have you been a porn star?
Let's see, how old am I? Since I want to say 21, because I started out like as an escort,
right?
Back in my college days, because I lived out in Utah.
Okay.
So all them Mormon married men had like money to you want me to be quiet? They didn't pay me. Like
you better say it.
Okay. And then I became a stripper. It was kind of a snowball effect. Like, it went from like escorting to stripper to porn. So I was a stripper from like as soon as I could get into clubs, I started dancing. So like from 18 to 21.
Okay.
And then at 21, I was like, I can't do jobs anymore because I tried to work. I tried to do the whole 9 to 5. I tried to go to college, and it just didn't work for me.
It wasn't for you. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't for me. So my friend was getting into it, and I was like, "Can you hook me up with your agent?" And he did, and I stuck with the agent for like maybe 3 months before he finally got me something, because nobody wanted me because I was either too dark or I was too light. I had too many tattoos. I was too alternative looking. Like, yeah. So I finally got picked up by Guys in Sweatpants, run by Austin Wilde. And that was my big break. Honestly, that first video that I did with Austin Wilde got my foot in the door, and I just blew up from there.
Get this, I remember the video with Austin Wilde.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
I hate it. I look so young.
Well, no, I don't like it because you look young. But you know what video really got me? But like I stopped watching it because I was just like, he doesn't look like he's enjoying himself. You were with Mark. What is his last name? See, he always gets mad at me because maybe it's not Mark. Maybe I said the wrong name.
You mean I'm the only one I can think of is Max Connor?
That's who it was. Yeah. See? Max gonna be like, bitch, I ain't gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna interview you. Interview with your ass. You got my name wrong.
Right.
So when you're watching this, Max, please forgive me. I'm like Mark, but no, it was Max. See? Like, but you know why? You know why? Because I don't. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest. Now I have to tell. I don't really see him. Like I don't really see him doing things. Like I knew that he was signed exclusively to a company, and
he had his own company too.
And then he had his own company, and then it just. I don't know
And
where
when,
he went. So he's not one that I see in regular rotation. I don't see him on Twitter. I don't see
yeah,
anything because I heard through the grapevine because we have mutual friends. So I heard through the grapevine, he was like, the Queen of Shade never shares me on her page. And I'm like, because Max, you never put videos on your page. You don't
right,
have any current videos. Like
yeah,
I need you to, like, the only way my job works and the reason it works is because you guys are doing what you naturally do. You turn around,
yeah,
you put on a nice song, you share it, so that I'm able to work like I work and then go behind and just grab the videos. But he
right,
had nothing.
yeah.
So when he watches this, put some more content up. I need some pec bounces. I need,
You
So
have something for the
anyway,
children to watch.
yeah, like, so anyway, that scene, you looked
Yeah,
amazing in that scene, but it didn't look like you enjoyed it.
shit. He pounds like the fucking Energizer Bunny, like
Oh,
nonstop for like an hour. Like he doesn't give none
no.
of them slow strokes. It's just pounding. And yeah, first of all, I'm not a bottom.
Right.
I sell myself as a bottom because it makes me more money and it
But
gets me
it's
more
not even a
attention.
sale. It's not even a sale. You just show your ass and you
Yeah,
have
I
a
just show
great
my ass.
ass. That's it.
Yeah, I show my ass, and like obviously on Twitter, I might play with my ass or have a toy in it, but I just really don't bottom because I don't enjoy it. It does not feel
Right.
good.
Right.
If I'm a bottom and it's gonna feel good, like they have to be under 6 inches,
Yeah, they gotta take, and they
or
gotta take
else,
their
yeah,
time.
yeah. But like fans and followers always want to see me taking like 10 inches or bigger. So I
Wow.
finally filmed with Matt's Connor, and it was just like we did an hour, and I was like, you need to nut. I can't do this. Like, yeah.
Wow.
So you got to finish it up.
Damn. But you know what's so funny? I must say, I enjoy your content. Like, so that was a blip. Yes, that was a blip. But no,
It
I
was what it
enjoy
was.
your content. No, I enjoy your content because there is a scene actually on your OnlyFans where you are bottoming, but you could
Mm-hmm.
tell that the guy knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can see that like you were on your back, so you're looking up at the camera, and
Uh-huh.
it was a great, what I'm saying is it was a great fantasy moment. It didn't look like it hurt. Cause see,
Right.
I've bottomed in my life too. I had a guy that I bottomed for a long time with because I was feminine. So
Mm-hmm.
I always, guys, oh, you should be this, you should be that. And I went along with it for some time and then realized I can't do this. I'm a blouse. I'm a top, feminine
Yeah.
top. So what happened was, it was a while before guys took me seriously. But
Mm-hmm.
once I got that one guy to take me seriously and word got out, then all of a sudden, I keep saying this in interviews, I should have been a porn star. I slept with 85 men in one summer, the summer of 2008.
Yeah. You better work.
I did. But you know why? Because I had found my sexual position and
Right.
I was so happy about it because I had lived so long doing what other people wanted me to do. And I hate
Yeah.
bottoming. I've
Yeah.
had times where it felt good, but like I hated the preparation, the aftermath. It's the
Mm-hmm.
aftermath for me. That
Mm-hmm.
soreness.
Mm-hmm. It's not
Mm-mm.
good. It is not
No.
good.
So I just, I love when I get you guys on here because I could talk about this stuff and like, yeah.
All
So,
day, every day.
if you feel safe enough, what club do you go at? Because I always see you posting about go-going.
I go at a lot of clubs.
Wow. So you're one of the ones that's in rotation. They just book you.
Yeah. So
Oh, you got a good job. You got a good sweet
and that
gig
and like
going.
that's the great thing. Like honestly, when I moved, I was so scared to move to LA because I was afraid financially I wasn't gonna be able to do it.
Mhm,
So I jumped around. I went to Utah, I went to Portland, I went to Seattle, I went to Florida, I went to
mhm.
Texas. And finally I was like, just stop being a pussy and go move to fucking LA.
Right.
So I moved here and I'm glad I waited because I had a reputation and the clubs already knew who I was. And
Yeah.
they hired me on the spot. Every club I went to, they're like, yeah, we know you. You're hired. Whatever. You don't have to do
Oh,
anything. We know what you're about. We know how you dance. We know what you look like. We see your ass. Like,
yeah.
so, and it's still going to this day. Like, the more I dance at clubs, the more I get recognized by other people, by other managers, by other producers. And yeah, it's crazy. It's a blessing for real that people notice me.
Wow. No, but I'm so glad because I'm really rooting for you. You're one of my favorites. You're like
Thank
a
you.
lot of people's favorites. So I'm going to ask you, do you find it easier to work with studios or on your own?
On my own for sure, because
Mhm.
studios, they pay you a chunk of money, but then they monetize off of you for the rest of
your
their life.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the rest of the studio's life. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
so we get no more money after that scene. And like it's good for
Exposure.
obviously yeah, it's good for exposure and shit. But other than that, like they're using us. Like
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I wanted. I'm glad you brought it up because every single guy that I've talked to has said that. And that's what needs to change about the porn industry, because I say it all the time. You know, people say I'm an adult entertainer. There really is no differentiation. You're an entertainer, just like me,
yeah,
just like
yeah,
everybody else, just like some of the greats, mainstream. We're all in the same business, which is why a lot of adult film stars know all the celebrities, are
yeah,
always around them, because they know what it's like to just be in business for yourself, to be
yep,
a brand, to promote someone else's brand. And
yeah,
they're all saying the same thing. And it's like, okay. And even with music, like I launched my whole career myself because like I was a recording artist. And I'm like, I am not going to sign a contract with you. And
right, that part.
one the thing about it was Trap said this. I knew, and I was afraid of it. If I sign on a dotted line, I'm yours forever.
Yep,
Even
yep,
if that contract is null and void, or I end that contract with you, you still are my parent company. You're
right,
still, you know, and you're going to get residuals off of everything I did, but
yeah,
you also still get a chunk of money from me, sometimes 15 to 20%, because you quote unquote found me.
right,
You know, those finder's fee things that you know, Judge Judy's agent turned around and she was mad at him. He turned around and set her up to have one lucrative deal, and she had to pay him $8 million. $8 million. And she was so upset because she said the meeting lasted 15 minutes
uh,
and $8
that's
million.
infuriating.
Yes, and $18 million out of her pocket. So that's crazy. So I want to ask you, being in LA, we have gay cinema. You know, have you ever been approached to do like young movies and stuff like that? Because we have like, what's one that comes to mind? It was kind of done like American Pie, but it wasn't. That gay movie, I think, or gay movie or something like that. And all the stars that were gay were in it. Like, so like, do you get approached by Hollywood to do things like scenes and
I don't, not yet. I don't think I'm that like well known yet. My reputation isn't that well known because one, I'm a hermit. I really don't go out that much other than for
lies? We know you.
work.
The internet is everything. We know you. You just gotta
Yeah,
be visible. No lies. You gotta start telling You gotta start telling people in your videos. Listen, I'm available. This is where you can find me for
right.
acting, for this, because that's what'll do it. Then they'll say, "Oh, okay, he's actually taking." Yeah, no, because I saw so many actors in that video, and they were porn stars, and they were acting. You know,
Yeah,
so it was like, so I knew that it could happen. You know, I knew
yeah,
that it could happen, and
yeah.
like you're one of my like top tier, top tier, top tier. I'm going to
Thank
keep
you.
saying that because I'm giving you your flowers while I can, because, you know, sometimes people need to understand that sometimes in this industry, like, and I'm saying this industry because I mean the whole entertainment industry, you don't
Yeah,
always feel like doing it. You know, you don't
yeah,
always feel like filming. You don't always feel like creating new content. So I'm
yeah,
just giving you your flowers because when you do, I know that you've had times where you're like, oh, I got to do this for my fans and I got to do this for my money. And, you
yeah,
know, you do that. And
yeah.
I just want to say thank you for doing that, because as a person of 9 years of celibacy,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I went 9 years after I fucked 85 men.
Oh,
And one
well,
summer I was like, bitch, you need to hang it up. But
that,
you know, like you provide that great escape. Like it's a great escape, everything you do. And I want to talk about that right now. You consider yourself to be pansexual, right?
yes.
Please explain to us that. I know, but explain to us what that means.
So pansexuality is really like just going off the vibe of the person. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter what's in their pants. It
Mm-hmm.
matters, and it sounds tacky, but like it matters what's inside for me.
Mm-hmm. That's not
So,
tacky. That's not
yeah,
tacky. Sounds
some
amazing.
people think is like what matters inside, but and that's how I do my work too.
Yeah.
If I don't like your vibe, if we don't, the energy's off, I'm not gonna film with you because it reads, especially off me, because like my facial expressions, it'll read through my videos and the audience will
Right.
see it.
Right.
But yeah, pansexuality is, it doesn't matter what gender you are to me, as long as we can chill and vibe and smoke
Yeah.
and enjoy each other and get to learn each other's bodies
Mm-hmm.
respectfully, then I don't give a fuck.
Yes, I love this. Oh, but you also have something that is just an untapped market. You love men that are chubby.
Ooh.
You love, listen, I told you I watch you. You like, ooh, let me pulling my card. I'm like, yes, I'm pulling your card. Tell us how did that come apart? Was that just always, were you always like that? Because you know, you have people that's like, he's amazing, he's beautiful, he's got this great body, and then he's building with this chubby man. And I'm like, I'm here for it, honey. I'm here for it because I'm like, okay, if he like chubby, that means I could put on a couple of pounds and I still got a chance, you know? Like that's what I read it as. But tell us about chubbies, like you love them.
So I don't even know when it started. Like I grew up in a family where like my dad was thick and like my sisters were thick, and I grew up around that, but like growing up, that's not what I was attracted to, obviously, because especially in like the gay community, when I first came out as gay, I was like, oh, I want a muscular dude. I want this like bit, like what everybody wants, you know? And then I just started like realizing these dudes have no fucking like, soul. There's no substance to them. Like
no soul.
Yeah, he said no soul.
I did. I'm like no soul. Right.
But like, and not all of them. I'm not saying all of them have substance, but just a lot of them didn't have any substance. They're very like full of themselves, very like. And I was just like, I'm not attracted to that. I don't want someone who's cocky. I don't want someone who's like so full of themselves, so busy looking at themselves that they're not looking at me. The fuck.
Yeah.
And I started dating this one dude who was thicker, and I was like, yeah, this is great. This is lovely. The cuddles, the titties, the belly, and the more I got to know him, the more I loved about him. And like he hated so many things about him. It's like, baby, I love your stretch marks. I love your cellulite. I love the jiggle when you walk. Like, just all of that. And from there, it kind of just grew. And once I got into porn, I was like, I really want to reflect that in my work, because there's not enough representation in the porn community, because the porn community wanted what I wanted when I first came out. Like they want the muscular, the roided up dudes. And it's just like, nah, give me some tits and gut.
Yeah. No, because I watch on your OnlyFans and it's so beautiful. You have such a gift for attention to detail. Like you really give attention to detail. You really you're one of the ones that actually studies the body you're enjoying. I noticed that. And that is just it's so beautiful to watch you do it, to watch you process. Like it's more like, and that's what it is. Like with you, it's more than just a fantasy. It's an experience, because we get to see through your eyes what is beautiful. What is beautiful. And I love that, because beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes. And the thing is, I know you get a lot of superficial guys trying to get you, but you remain true to who you are. And that is just so beautiful. Now I gotta ask, because you said that, are you seeing someone right now? Don't answer. No, I was going to ask, but don't answer. I just wanted the reaction, because this is the thing, being in business for yourself. But the moment you say I'm seeing someone, your value goes down, because people think like, oh, my chance with him is gone.
Yeah,
so I was doing it, but I don't want you to really. I just want to see the reaction when I say it. Don't say it. Yeah.
No, all I'm gonna say is I'm not seeing someone. I have like someone who's regular though.
Okay,
you know, I have a friend who I really enjoy, who like I usually go out with and I'm going back home with to go. I have that someone, but we're not in a relationship or anything. He knows what's up. I'm not looking for a relationship, because obviously I'm more focused on my work and my money.
Yes.
But yeah, I do have that person, and I have posted about him a lot. But yeah.
Good. So now since we're talking about this, Raheem Shabazz.
Oh, Jesus.
Raheem Shabazz. I'm trying to get an interview with him. He's been very kind to me. He's been very good to me. Made me videos on my birthday, said happy birthday. Really respects me, and I really respect him. But I also know that he's very private.
Yes, he's
People
very
think,
reclusive.
yes, like, but get it, I'm a Libra. He's a Libra. I'm very reclusive too. I don't go out anywhere.
Mhm.
So like I noticed that about him. So I'll wait and see how he responds. But he's always, I said that because he's always been very loving to me. But
Yeah,
I saw that you did a scene with him.
I did a
How,
couple scenes actually.
yes. How was that? Because how was that? Because he is the more muscular, long,
Mm,
like
long.
how, like, yeah, like how was it? Because you said, it has to be 6 inches, but you were able to do it with him. But did he take his time? We know how passionate he is, but you can tell us. Go ahead, because you did it.
Yeah.
You
So,
did it, not me.
so like the thing with him, like he likes to shoot for a long time and get a lot
Okay.
of content.
Okay.
So he does take his time. Like my first scene with him, I remember this was when I first got to LA, so I was trying to just kind of shoot with anybody, everybody.
Right.
And now I'm more refined to who I shoot with.
Right.
But um I was so nervous. I got over there and like we were sitting down. He's like, "You want to smoke?" I was like, "Yes, please." Like,
Yeah, he is the ganja man. He is the ganja
yeah.
man.
So we smoked fucking 3 blunts. He's like, "Okay, are you ready?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm just so nervous. He's like, "I'm nervous." I was like, "Why? You're the one fucking like you don't have to take fucking 12 inches." Um, but I was like, "Please just go slow." And so he did. He really took his time.
I saw you
He
smile in that video.
Oh yeah.
You
He
smile.
yeah. Yeah, it felt good after a while, like because once he got it in, he has a
Mm-hmm.
curve. He has a
Yes,
curve,
that
so he
curve is
felt that
serious.
shit
That curve is,
flat. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So but he took his time and he really opened me up and then went in. But the next day that shit hurt. Like my booty hole did
Oh.
not feel good. It did not feel good. Um, yeah, but no, he was great. We did 3 videos together.
Wow.
We
So you
did
went,
that.
wait. So you hurt the first time, at the day after, and you went back 2 more times?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
like,
so
wait a minute, you're masochistic. You like it. You like it.
no, it was honestly, let's be honest, he had a lot of followers and I needed to grow my following. So
Right.
the second video, I know I was using him for clout basically, but I love him.
That's
He's great.
okay. You don't mind
Yeah,
being used.
yeah. So the second video was a just like a blowjob scene.
Okay. Yeah.
But even that was a lot because I can get a dick down. But I couldn't even get halfway down. It was just so big. And it worked for the video because it was just me literally gagging, choking, and not breathing. The entire video. But it works.
It is.
Yeah. And then the third scene was actually on my birthday week. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he like messaged me. He's like, "Happy birthday." I was like, "You want to do a birthday scene on my birthday?" And he's like, "Yeah." And we got my roommate Cooper, so it was a threesome.
Okay.
And I had been just partying all weekend, so my stomach was just acid. And we
Oh.
got there and I did not feel great. So we fucked for maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Oh.
And then I was like, "You got to pull out. I can't do this. I'm gonna throw up." Like, I
Right.
got to.
See, talk about that for a second, because everybody thinks that when we see these scenes, oh, they just was ready and it just went in, and they don't see the preparation, and they don't see, like you said earlier, they don't see that shit hurts, but every gay man does. If you've taken
Yeah,
a dick, the next day, you like, oh
it's
my
gonna hurt.
God, why, where, and how? And then the next week you go back for the same thing. But
Right.
that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But
Yeah,
like,
it
talk
really
about the
does.
fact that your body, when you have to prepare for a scene and it's like a bottom scene, do you eat anything that day?
No, I will.
Exactly.
If I do eat, it's all water, and I might eat like an applesauce, and that's it.
Oh my God. See, this is the thing. I'm so glad you're saying this, because I'm like, I am the top. I am the top, and I like being able to do that. But
Yeah,
I used to bottom. So I know how the guy feels,
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm very passionate. Like I have to, like, I'm one of these ones, Judas, where I gotta look at your face, because I don't care what your mouth is saying. If your facial expressions read otherwise, I'm stopping.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yep.
had men say like, why did you stop? And I'm like, baby, I'm reading your soul. Like your soul is not with this. Like you're not with this. And I'm not the biggest man. I'm 7.5, but I'm
Right.
beautiful. Like it's straight and I'm circumcised and I got a lot of play. Like I got a lot of play. But like people don't understand. We see these videos and they're like, they don't understand. There's bloopers. I've had guys have bloopers on me and oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And even in that, I'm like, baby, it's an ass.
I always tell them because they feel so obvious. I'm like, baby, shit happens.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, I mean, shit happens.
Literally, shit happens. Like, yeah, like I'm
it's okay.
so glad. I'm so glad that I'm talking to you because you, out of most of them, like I love how passionate you are.
Thank you.
It's always passionate. Like even when you dance.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you know, and the reason for that, I'm usually so crossfaded. I'm just in my own head, just like feeling myself like.
So it's needless to say, you like your alcohol and your weed.
Yes, I do. And it's honestly because I am a little social, like I have social anxiety, which is why I don't like leaving my house a lot. But when I do, I just need a pick me up. I need something that's gonna make me feel friendly and talkative and not closed off to people.
Yeah, I know what that's like. I live with bipolar type 1, PTSD, and acute anxiety disorder. So I have 3 disorders. And I get a lot of people that always say to me, Queen, we need you to come out. And, you know, I'll get bookings and I'll turn them down because I'm just like, I'm not ready, but now I am. Like now I'm ready. It took me a long time. You know, I've been in this business for 20 years and I've been doing the Queen of Shade for 5.5. And now I didn't say goodbye to her, but I just kind of changed lanes into this. And, you know, I still have I have 22,000 videos, so I got content down. I ain't worried about it. But I just, you know, after this is actual in person, then it'll be my music videos. And a lot of the guys like such as yourself that I have compiled, like, you know, this whole list is because when I start to do my music videos, oh, Judas, I will be calling you. It will be paid. It will be paid work, hotel, plane fare. Like, you know, you got to like, we have to take care. One of my, my buddy that was on before you, I had the Kings today. His name was Laban King.
Okay, period.
So, yeah, he's a huge financier and he's also an artist and does music and he's a maverick. He really is a maverick. But he was talking about the fact that we've got to be there for our own. Like we've got to take care of our own and we need to be paying more and get paid more. And, you know, it's crazy because it's like in the situation as is right now, it's like, you know that they're using you, but you need the money.
Yeah.
So you show up every single time. And it's like the stories I have heard, it's just like, well, damn. Because, you know, I interviewed, it was my first interview, second interview, because I interviewed one of my buddies that I've known 20 years. He's a reverend. Second interview, I interviewed Papi Suave.
Yeah.
You too. Exactly. That he's actually the one that introduced me to you and your content.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I love him. I was like, I love him.
Funny.
Like, and then, he's my baby. He's from Philadelphia, as am I. He was just here for Thanksgiving with his family. Like a couple of days before Thanksgiving, we got together. It was my first time going into the city in 3 years. I'm really a recluse. Yeah. So for him, because he hadn't been home. So it was actually our first meeting because we carried out our friendship and relationship via instant messenger on iPhone Messenger. So he was like, I'm home. I want to see you. So I took him to a Caribbean spot and he was every bit of the person that he is in his videos and so kind and so humble and so sweet. And yeah, he put me on to you. Not just you, but I have known Phoenix Fellington, but like I didn't have a personal link to him. He just agreed to do an interview with me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's so funny.
Exactly. So, you know, like, I'm like, you know, and I'm bringing you guys on because I want people to understand that, you know, you guys work y'all asses off, literally asses. And the thing about it is, you guys are entertainers. You live the lifestyle. You especially of the gay community, You guys are our celebrities.
Yeah.
You are who we look up to. We learn new tricks of the trade and for the bedroom from you.
Yeah.
We learn so much from you guys. And I have a huge respect for you guys because I remember being a 16-year-old. I
Mhm.
remember having no one to talk to in a religious family. Like,
Yeah.
I know that, like, so when I got older and I'm on my own, 18, I'm at college, I started exploring porn. I'm like, thank God. Like, I thank God for, like, you don't understand. I don't think I would have been able to do 9 years of celibacy without porn. Mm,
Right. Right. For
mm-mm.
who?
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, that would have been rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at
Yeah.
all. And I laugh because I tell the guys anyway, I want a professional. When I break my celibacy, I want a professional. I'm gonna hit one of y'all up. Just be like, I'm the queen of shades, so y'all can't bring y'all camera. Y'all gotta sign this NDA. But I want to break my celibacy with a professional. But like it's just, it's just one of the guys that I interviewed. His name is Trap.
Mm.
I asked him what would he advise being a young up and coming adult entertainer. And he said something that blew my mind. And I'm not going to tell you what he said because the question, I'm going to pose it to you. What would you say? Because you said I was trying to get in, I was working with a whole bunch of people. So what would you say to the aspiring adult entertainer who wants to get into OnlyFans, who wants to get into the studios, an up and coming entertainer? What would be your advice?
Um, and I get this question all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I say it's kind of the same thing, but I
You can. It's okay. If it's real, if it's real, it's real.
um get ready to be a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to stay in your lane
Mm-hmm.
and get ready to just get ready because people
Yeah.
think this job is so easy,
It's not.
but you need to be mentally and physically prepared
Yeah.
to do things that you sometimes don't want to do.
Yep. And with
Just for,
people
yeah,
that you don't want to work with. Mm-hmm.
and with people that you don't want to work with. Um, yeah, other than that, like really though, like and do your research because a lot
Yeah.
of people go to this just thinking it's just all fun and games. It's just like you need to do your research. You are the producer, you are the CEO, you are the cameraman, you are the porn star, you are everything, and you need to learn every facet and every angle of those jobs to succeed in this industry, or you're gonna falter. And when
Mm-hmm.
you falter, you don't succeed.
Right. I know that we talked about this already, but I want to go back and ask. Did you always want to be a porn star? Was that like your thing?
No, it
Okay.
wasn't.
All right. I asked. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
That's
went
what it
to
was.
college for musical theater and massage
Mm.
therapy. Yeah. So I really was like, I guess in a way I became an actor, but I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be on the stage and shit, which I guess I am,
And
but
you still
just
can,
not.
yeah. You can do,
Yeah,
and
just not.
you'll book even more mainstream stuff. Have you been to Amsterdam yet?
No.
Judas, I have to tell you something. Maybe you may not know. I am a shaman. Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. I'm also a prophet, an oracle, and a seer. I have 4 gifts,
Okay.
very dynamic. It has allowed me to do my work. You need
Good.
to visit Amsterdam.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when you have time,
Mm.
you need to visit Amsterdam, especially the red light district.
Yes. Hey.
Yes.
Okay. I'll check it out. I've never
There's
even
an
thought of it.
opportunity. There's an opportunity that's going to present itself.
Period.
Yeah.
Cool.
So so let me move on because I start having goosebumps and then spirit, I start talking what they saying and then they don't want to shut up. But yes, that's very good advice to be ready and to do your research. And musical theater. Wow.
Yeah.
What college did you go to?
Huh?
What college did you go to?
I went to college in fucking Utah because I grew up Mormon. So my parents wanted to send me off to a school that they could trust me in.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to college at UVU
Okay.
in Orem, Provo, Utah.
Okay.
But I dropped out because
Uh-huh.
it wasn't for me because I was taking about 17 credits and about 4 of them were for acting. Everything else was
Everything else was your electives. Damn
yeah.
it. Yeah,
And
them damn those damn electives, and then they charge you for them. Like, yeah, they don't. You just can't do the core. Like that's how they make
yeah,
their money. Yeah,
yeah.
colleges
And
is something. Colleges is something.
so I dropped the fuck out because I wasn't going to any of my classes, and I joined a theater company and started getting paid for acting. So I was like, let me just see this. So I
Mm.
did that for a year, but I wasn't making enough money. So I was like, what else can I do?
Mm-hmm.
I kept getting hit up from older dudes on Grinder,
Yes,
and I was like, let me just start charging these fools.
exactly.
And they kind of just slowly rolled into escorting. So
Yes, yes.
yeah.
I have a lot of friends that are escorts. Some of the most
Mm,
beautiful men, such as yourself, that you will ever meet. Some of the best personalities. And it's so funny because you said, I'm not an extrovert. I'm more of an introvert. It's weird with me. I'm an introverted extrovert. So I'm introverted, but I know how to perform and to give what I
right,
can. But
right.
it's so crazy that even you being an introvert, we love you.
Thank you.
We love you, your work. Like it's just, you enjoy a level of love that most porn stars, adult film stars, entertainers, period, do not get to enjoy. And
Thank
you also go live and talk to us, and we see your underwear. And like, I remember this. You were talking about a lady calling you and asking you for the keys to an old apartment. And you like, bitch, I gave you the keys. I gave you the keys. I'm all the way in this new apartment now, and I gave you the keys. Like, I remember,
I'm
yeah,
dead.
yeah, we
You
follow
yes,
you.
that was a whole controversy. It was a whole ordeal. That's
Yeah, it
so funny.
was. And you were like, listen, bitch, I gave you the keys back. Like,
So funny.
yeah, we don't uplift each other enough. And that's why I started doing this, because I just wanted to say, keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you use, what is that, prep, or talk about that real quick. Do you take anything to take and like to prevent disease or anything like that? Because a lot of people just think, oh, we going raw with anybody. No, we both are on prep. We use condom, because this whole raw thing is new now. And to be honest, it's not new. But to be honest,
Yeah.
if I see a porno with a condom in it,
Mm.
I scroll past it.
Oh yeah, me
Yeah,
too. I
yeah,
don't enjoy it.
no,
And obviously condoms do not feel great.
yeah.
So actually, I'm surprised you don't know this. I am HIV positive.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Happy,
So and
what is this? World AIDS Day is today.
yeah, it
Yeah, it's
is.
World AIDS Day, but you don't have AIDS. You have HIV, but still.
I got HIV.
Right.
But yeah, I talk about it sometimes on my lives if people
Mm-hmm.
ask about it, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really just bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
But it really doesn't matter. Like people know I am HIV positive, and if
Uh-huh.
people ask, I will tell them obviously,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I'm like shooting a scene with them.
Right.
Um, but like at the end of the day, I'm undetectable. I'm Gucci,
Right.
and like the gag is like I don't be having sex like that. I
Mm-hmm.
really just I save my sex for work,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just the wrong scene partner. I got it back in October of last year when COVID was happening. So like I wasn't seeing anybody other than for like work, and so I just filmed with the wrong guy, and he didn't know he had it, and he passed it on to me. Yeah,
This is recent.
yeah, it's recent. I got it a year ago. Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm not trying to make you, I'm not trying to make you come undone.
Oh no, I'm
I want you to know something.
yeah,
I feel more comfortable having sex with men with HIV.
yeah, because they're more
Um,
aware of their
they're more
sexual stuff.
aware. They're more
Yeah.
aware. I had some trauma back in my childhood where I had someone try to be very spiritual and tell me that I was going to get HIV and die. Like that was that they kept trying to wish that on me. So my
Mhm.
sex life was always very irregular. I would either have sex a lot or I would have none at all and go for years.
Right.
So this time with the 9 years, it was for me. I needed to focus on my career. I needed to
Yeah.
build my brand. So this is the time. But I appreciate knowing a man has HIV, and I do use condoms. I do also, I'm not on it now, but I will also get on prep. But I use condoms with men that are HIV positive, but I would rather them than have someone that I don't know. Like I have the last man I was intimate with, he died. And
Mhm.
that was also part of my celibacy because His name was Perry, and I loved Perry. I met Perry when I was in college. He was going to a different college. We met on Adam for Adam, and we never did anything. We just always got on there and we actually talked. We would talk via, never exchange numbers, nothing like that. We would just talk on Adam for Adam, back and forth, exchanging messages. And we did that for several years. And he was in a relationship. I talked to him about his whole breakup with his partner and everything. And then, you know, Philadelphia is a small, closed-minded city. We have a lot of parts, but as far as the gay community is small and it's closed-minded, and that's just everywhere. So word got out very quick. Oh, this girl is slinging dick. Word got out real fast. So he called me one day and he's like, I'm coming to your house. And I'm like, why? He's like, you know why? I'm like, what are you talking about, Perry? We're friends. What are you coming for? He's like, I'm coming to get my piece. And I'm like, Perry, we ain't never done nothing like that. He said, you gonna turn me down? I said, no, you can be here tomorrow. But I remember it being such an amazing experience. Like, I remember it being an amazing experience because I knew him. Like, I knew him. There is some validity to that. Like, I knew him. And we had never gone there before. And we went there and it was so wonderful. And I remember a couple of days passing, it almost got to a week. And I hadn't heard from him. And I called him. I said, hold up now. We don't do this. We are friends. If you need to tell me something, you didn't enjoy yourself, this, that, and the other, you tell me. He was like, no, I enjoyed myself, this, that, and the other. And then he asked me if I enjoyed myself. And I said, oh, it was work. And he got mad at me. He was like, you're supposed to be enjoying it. It's not supposed to be work. You're not. But I was like, but my thing is, back then I was into, and I still am into, pleasing other people. I wanted to provide the fantasy for the other person. I don't even allow myself to climax when I'm with someone. I will save it and wait for when I'm by myself later on that evening. I literally only have sex to make the other person climax. That's just how I am. I don't even, it's not about me. Like, I want to give them the experience of their lifetime. I watch their face. I know whether to make it intense or to pull back. Like, I'm really just like that. So when I spoke to him, he was like, sit down. And I'm like, what? He was like, I just found out I'm HIV positive. And I'm like, no, Perry. And I wasn't saying no because of me. I was saying no because I knew this man had several master's degrees and everything, you know? So he was just like, I have it. And this was the thing. I said to him, it's not a death sentence. And I'll see you again when you want to come through. He was like, I'm having pains in my body. I'll let you know. So I was like, all right. He calls me back maybe a month later and he's like, I have cancer.
Oh no.
Yes. And he told me that it was so aggressive and painful that the doctors gave him an ultimatum. You can take your HIV medication or you can undergo chemo, but you can't do both. And he said, I remember him crying to me on the phone. He said, the cancer is so painful that I have to have the chemo so that I can feel okay. And his HIV just progressively, and literally I was so heartbroken because I have never seen anybody go out so fast. But he had cancer. And I mean, I just was like, I have to take a break. And I took a 9-year break because of that. And people don't understand it. I say, oh, it'll focus on me, but it was also because of that, I lost someone I really did love. But on the flip side, here's a more positive story. I have a man that I have loved in Paris. I almost said his name. I ain't gonna say his name. But he's in his late 50s, early 60s. I met him in 2005. He was HIV positive. He had HIV since the year I was born, 1982. This man was gorgeous. This man was young. This man was virile. This man was everything. And we're still like, we're family to this day. So I've been around it. I have one uncle that has it. The other uncle passed after having it for 24 years. But also he got it at a time that the medicine was trial and error. We've got good shit now, you know? So I feel very confident, even with you, like you're gonna be around for a long, you're gonna be an old man. So I hope you realize, I hope you realize it, because you're gonna be around for a long time. Don't get on one of them bends where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go early, and then you sit in one spot and then you look up and you 85, talk about something, I should have did some shit because I didn't know I was gonna live this long. Like that's really how it is now. People are living so long with it. And even with you telling me that, thank you for confiding in me and the whole world, and sharing that, because you, like you said, you don't talk about that. I didn't know.
No,
But
you good.
yeah, but it's not a death sentence. Like it's not a death
No.
sentence at all.
Mm.
And you will find more men interested in you. Yep. More
Yeah.
men interested in
And like
you.
that's the thing. Like nothing's changed for me. Like
Right.
other than the maybe couple of instances when dudes are like, oh, I don't want to have sex with you. And
Right.
that's like, I then fuck off. That's your
Right. They're lost.
but yeah,
They're
but other than
lost.
that, like I don't give a shit. And I'm fine talking about it. It's just when I do talk about it to people, they bring up all the instances that they know of HIV people either
Yes.
dying or getting it. And it's like I don't
Yes.
want to hear that.
I know. I just did it to you too. Yep.
And it's okay, but like it's just like I don't want to hear that every single time I bring up my status.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But you know what? That's good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That is good. What are you drinking?
Protein shake.
So you stay on your fitness, huh?
I try because I get lean so fast, especially dancing.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets all my fat. So I gotta continue eating all the time.
Now, I have been following you for a long time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I see something I didn't see before, but I like it.
Oh.
Yes. What made you like, what is it? Come closer. What is that? Oh, there's an eye in the middle of it and it's wings. What is it? What's the center of it? What does this mean? What does this mean? Like, what does this mean? This is.
So I got this when I moved to LA.
Okay.
Because it was just like a new beginning, new life, the eye of life, wings, trying like me, ascending to a better financial place, a better, mental state, whatever. But yeah, and it's so funny. This was when me and Papi Suave actually lived next to each other.
Right.
And we literally spent every day together. And he's like, I want a tattoo. And I was like, I want a tattoo too. Let's go find an artist. And we started looking and we found this tattoo artist and he got a tattoo first on his arm. And I was like, all right, let me go do it too. And yeah, I just went up to the tattoo artist. I was like, I just moved here. I want something to symbolize, new life, new meaning. I want there to be an eye and I want there to be wings. And the artist was like, bet. And next day he came up with this. I was like, period. That's it.
Wow, so beautiful on you. It's so beautiful on you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Okay. give me 3 words that inspire you.
3 words that inspire me?
Yep. Words that inspire you. Like it could be love. It could be money. It could be anything.
Passion.
Yes.
Food.
Because you're always eating on live. You're always eating.
Always eating. And dreams.
Dreams. Those are good words. Yeah, you're gonna go so far.
Thank you.
You are, because you're just, Judas, you're a real person, a beautiful person. Like it's like literally you, like I see it on your page. You like, look, don't you come to me with no negative vibes.
Yep, I hate
that. You're all about positivity. And I find it to be so rewarding, so refreshing, and so enlightening. Like it's just amazing to see and watch. I want to thank you for taking this time to talk to me, because you were like, sure, no problem. And I'm just like, oh my God, I want you to tell everyone. Now it's the time to plug yourself. Tell everyone where they can find you. I want Twitter. I want YouTube, Instagram. I want all of it. Yes.
Okay, so my Instagram and my Twitter are the same handle. It's just _Judas King. I don't use Snapchat, but my Snapchat is, I think it's Judas King 30.
Okay.
And then my OnlyFans is I am Judas King.
I am Judas King. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So get this. I'm going to end this. And then once I'm done and I thank you, can you please just shoot me a DM with all your links in it so I can put them in this video?
Yeah.
I Love you. Thank you so much for talking
Thank
to
you,
me
baby.
today. How do you
Of
feel?
course.
How do you
I
feel?
feel great.
Okay,
I
yeah,
feel
because you've
great.
been hitting that bong, so you
Uh-huh.
feel real good.
I feel real good.
Thank you so much, and I will
Yeah,
talk to you soon.
sounds good, baby.
Bye, everyone. Say bye.
Bye.